Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Chantilly, where we have the next edition of the Polo Nations Cup 2025, France, Normandy versus Argentina. So this tournament just starting to heat up. Most teams have played one game. This has been the second game of the tournament for each of these teams. Argentina managed to beat Italy, and Normandy got beaten. My name's Tim Ward. I'll be your commentator, commentating remotely. So it's a must-win game for Talendrakis, having lost their first game against Paris. That didn't go so well. 14-9 they lost. So I think with 3 qualification games, then you'll either go into the subsidiary semis or the main semis. So I imagine if they want to go to the main semis, they're going to have to win today. Argentina as well. Absolutely looking for a win. So for France, Normandy. At number 1, the Frenchman Jules Legoubin, 3 goals with a yellow helmet. At number 2, Santiago Harriet of 5. Playing at number 3, Juan Guerrero, 4 goals. And at the back, Edouard Carmignac, 0 goals. Their 12-goal team. Argentina have Bruno Bensusan up at the front. Thomas Oviedo on 4. Juan Cruz Araja on 4. And Matias Torres Zavaleta also on 4. 3 4-goalers. So both 12-goal teams in this very competitive and prestigious, sought-after trophy, the Polo Nations Cup. It's been around now for 3 years. This is the 3rd year playing. Very competitive, and it's a great tournament with a very good social scene around the final weekend. Our umpires today, Gaston Lucero and Martin Inchauspe. Clement Gasset is on the side as the 3rd man. So yeah, this tournament, like I was saying, it's grown very quickly in popularity since its inception. And due to great organization, fantastic fields, and it's a great atmosphere. It's a fantastic tournament to be at. And there's some very, very quality teams. Talendrakis, one more famous teams worldwide. The Queen's Cup winners, of course, last year in England. Anyway, here we go. Ball is in play. Qualification stages. Polo Nations Cup 2025. Well, we got an early whistle. So back in action. And pushing hard is Talendrakis. Trying to get through. Side heading toward the goal. We're just going to get up to speed with the technology here. Bear with us. So the start of the game, not the tidiest. Talendrakis getting a goal there. So they'll go 1-0 up. And it looks, it's hit from the halfway line. Apologies, no goal. Must have been a foul. Do apologize. So Argentina, Laberta. At the back, Matias Torres Zavaleta. 5B from the center, hits it hard down the middle of the field, right up into the danger zone. It's gone Slightly out to the right at the moment. Onto it quickly. Back on that grey horse, though, is Santi Harriet, as I believe. Here he comes down the ground now. Santi Harriet on the grey horse. Loses it there. They still got the ball, Talent Trackers. Heading up toward the goal. Under the next shot attempt. Doesn't get hold of it. Santi Harriet on the grey horse. Putting on the pressure there. Oh, good steal from Talent Trackers as well. Juan Guerrero. Turns the ball. Looks for a bit of space. Looking to go back inside. Where's his team? There's no one near him at the moment. He's a little bit on, but he taps it nicely back to Harriet now. Harriet with the ball on the side, and this beautiful grey horse has done a lot already. Taps it inside. His team have gone forward for the pass. That's a nice drive forward as well. Is there Jules Legoban is trying to keep the back door open. Guerrero's in there. Harriet picks it up again, heading up toward the goal. Got the pressure on. Talandrakis unable to finish it, gathering up the ball now. Torres Zavaleta unleashes now, trying to get it out away up at the front. Leaves it behind. And Oviedo takes a nice shot. Has a look behind him. He's on a fast toss here. Breaking away. Leans out Oviedo, not managing to get the cut shot. Backhand does come in. Nice attempt, but just out to the right. Good breakaway from Argentina after a lot of pressure coming in early on from Talandrakis. So Talandrakis will bring the ball in and takes it out across the side. Juan Guerrero still with possession, looking for the foul there. And in fact, so Talandrakis, Normandy. Incredibly well mounted teams. There we can see Edouard Carmignac, the patron, very experienced patron at the very highest level. Played a lot of high goal polo. So Talandrakis will take this one quickly from the halfway line, send it up forward. He's looking for Harriet. Harriet's still on the grey. Stops, turns it in toward the goal. Takes a shot in toward the goal as well. It's looking nice from here, heading all the way through. What a great goal that was. Normandy looking very, very strong. Harriet, what a strike. Did a lot of work, that grey horse. We'll keep an eye out for that one throughout the tournament. So good work. Normandy looking strong so far. Nice breakaway attempt coming in from Argentina, but not much else. Here we go. Ball goes in. Half a chukker left in the first chukker. Zavaleta getting away. Jules Legoban eyes him up. Gets a nice backhand as well, does Legoban. Look at that. Great pass up to Araja. Araja has a look behind him to see who's coming. Manages to tuck it in behind. Nice play round the back there. And now this is Araja. Sorry, here comes Araja on the grey. Big under the neck shot. This is looking like a very strong Talandrakis team just in the first half chukker of what we've seen. Leguban now up at the front. Jules tapping it around. He's on a big, strong bay horse here. He's trying to get around the outside, but he's stopped by Oviedo, and that has unleashed Zavaleta. Zavaleta has a look behind. Puts it in front of the goal. He's got plenty of space, has another look. He's got time to check up here, and it's that breakaway goal. They had a good effort. Look, he's going to go right down to the walk there almost and put it in. So 1-all. Normandy looking very, very strong, but their back door, well, they've left it open twice. Talon Drakkers have made the most out of it once. Put it wide once. Similar lineups. Normandy with 3 4-goal players. And Argentina have a 7, a 3, and a 2. So a bit more loaded with the one player. Look at this, breaking away again. It's one of the 4-goalers. And it's Juan Cruz, takes a shot toward the goal. Oh, my word, what a strike. Not quite, though. Juan Guerrero it was. Juan Guerrero. Great run from the, straight away from the line out. They're going to have to watch out. It looks like we're having a good game, though. Nice fields. Players are able to break away. Mati Torres. Great experience from big Polo family. Nice shot out to the left out there to Bruno. Bruno finding some good space, taking it over the halfway line. Bruno again with a good half swing up into the corner. This is looking good. Bruno's got some work to get the cut shot. Leaves it behind. Next onto it though is Juan Guerrero. Guerrero showed a little bit too much, looking for the steal. Araja, but Guerrero back onto it. Playing a short pass to himself down the ground. Now he kicks on and comes through the center of the field, running at speed, picks up the ball and goes past Oviedo. Nice run there from Guerrero, and Legubin is trying to finish it off. Didn't manage to get hold of it. So Oviedo is called off it there by Mati Torres. Nice pass out to the left. It looks like he's going to hit some good passes all game, I think. Picked up well on the near side by Juan Cruz, and then the sending up comes to Bruno up at the front. Bruno takes a swing and it looks good. Great work there. But wide to the right. Fantastic effort. This is much better from Argentina now. Looking very, very strong. Great passage of play where they held on to the possession. Nice passes coming up from the back. And Bruno stretching the field up at the front. So, 2 very even teams, it looks like. We'll end chukker number 1 there with France Normandy on 1, Argentina on 1. Welcome back to chukker number two. Very good first chukker. Talon Drac is looking very strong in the first half of that chukker. The second half went to Argentina, ending 1 goal all. Perhaps it was the horsepower. Perhaps it was simple as that. Horsepower, of course, being so important. Both these teams very, very well mounted indeed. Big organization of Talon Drakis has Santiago Stambidi managing it, and he has done for many, many years. Massive organization, very successful indeed. And Martin Servant is the brains behind La Berta. Argentina. Here we go then, back into play. And Santi plays a nice forward. Doesn't get too far. The ball comes back into the middle. Leguban is there to try and pick it up. Does pick it up nicely, Leguban. He's then able to leave it. And Talon Draka still on the charge. Back around onto it here. Out to the right-hand side. Guerrero. He's got a man behind him if he needs. Guerrero still on the ball. Then he does leave it. Leaves it there to Santi. Santi Harriet, he gets stopped. But Guerrero's come back around onto it. Juan Guerrero, this is good polo here as Guerrero comes over to the near side. Oviedo's pushing him. Guerrero's got fantastic skills to carry that on the near side, but he has it stolen off him nicely by Juan Cruiser Raja. Beautiful play there. And they're on the counter-attack. This is what they're good at here. This is the third counter-attack or so they've had. The Argentina team still pushing forward here with Matias Zavaleta heading up toward the goal. He's got a man behind him as well to play a shot up toward the goal. That is Juan Cruz. The sticks are in the air. They're looking for a foul, both teams. But they're going to have to watch out. The Talon Jackers team, they have to watch out for these counter-attacks. Talon Jackers, Normandy, have a lot of possession, a lot of pressure, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Argentina La Berta team are on the charge, and they've won themselves a penalty here and a chance to get into the lead, 2-1. Zavaleta tees it up and comes back around to it. Torres Zavaleta, Matias. 7-goal player. Highest rated player on the field. Very casually walks up to that, plays a slow full swing, and it sneaks inside. So that's enough. They'll put them up 2-1 with then 6 minutes to go in chukker number 2. This 5-goal game, must-win game for Argentina La Berta. Talon Dracas. Well, it's their second game. Very important one for them as well. Just 3 league matches before you go through to semis. Guerrero wins the line out, sends it right up to the front to Santi. Nice done by him. Santi Harriet now with an under the neck shot attempt at the goal, but it doesn't manage it to go through. Torres then picks it up. Torres comes across the field here and for Argentina, waits for his teammates to go ahead, opens it up to the left as Leguban keeps an eye on him, stays with him. Torres opens up and shoots down the field to the right-hand side. Oviedo is getting hard-ridden, and it's a good backhand coming in, and they're on the attack again with Juan Guerrero, Talandrakis. Guerrero, nice pass up to Carmignac. Carmignac takes the man, leaves it for Guerrero. Juan around the outside. Oh, but he's well stopped there on his attack. And coming back through on the line. There's a few players coming in at that. And the umpires will take a good look at that. Slightly dangerous players. They were fighting for that line. leave it to the umpires to decide on that one. But teeing the ball up is Oviedo for Argentina. So players changing, at least some of them have gone off for a change, and here they come back now, waiting for Zavaleta. Torres Zavaleta hits a beautiful under the neck shot, looking out for the space, though we hear a loud blow of the whistle, and I'm not sure why. Maybe there was something off camera going on there. I didn't see anything from here. There. So the final of this tournament, 22nd of June, and there's a nice social calendar around the final as well. It's a fantastic vibe, great event as well, some good parties around, and the tournament day itself is very special. A lot of people come down from Paris for that one. So Normandy have won themselves a penalty. So 60-yard penalty. Santi Harriet will come round and take it in those familiar colours, the grey and pink of Talandrakis. Santi Harriet then comes up to the 60 nice and quietly, opens up and takes a shot. But it doesn't manage to get through. It's out to the right-hand side. Argentina looking to clear it, but Legoban is working hard in the middle there, but he's unable to resist from fouling. Yeah, well, I think he came across there, had to stay on the near side and stay on his own side of the line. Just nipped in front. So they'll take it up to the halfway line, at least. Okay, so from the halfway line, Argentina La Berta. They're leading by 1 goal. To take this will be Mati Torres Zavaleta. First time, big drive down the ground. How straight is it? It's out to the right, but there's a man there to try and finish it. Not able to. Oviedo comes back down the line next, and Santi Harriet certainly looked like he cut in front of him. And they were getting close down toward the goal. Here we'll see it again. A good effort there. Then Oviedo right down the line. Santi Harriet didn't check his rear view mirror. Didn't see him coming. And well, was it inside the 30? Could get the choice, I think, spot or 30. And it seems as though Matias Torres Zavaleta has opted for the 30-yarder. He looks teeing that up. The Talandrakis Normandy team having a word with the umpire, but I think that one was pretty clear. "30-yarder. He'll walk up and play the full swing just like he did before. But he's put this one wide to the right. Well, He'll be disappointed with that one. Those 30s might be important later on. Here we go then. A lucky escape for Normandy. Talandrakas Normandy. Out to Santi Harriet. He sends that one up forward nicely. Big call of the whistle though. What do we have? Perhaps it was a 2-on-1. We'll get another angle at that one and see what we got. Nice drive up from Harriet down the ground. Beauty. And just on the edge of that shot, we could just see, but it was hard to see who was coming from where. But Argentina will have a hit from the halfway line. Matias Torres Zavaleta. Keen to make amends. The 7-goaler. Again, first time. Lovely drive. Again, very similar to the one before. Is there someone there to finish it off? No, it was well defended here. A nice pass back to Harriet. Harriet, who lets that horse open up fast, and he has a look behind him. Can he run past the last man? Keeps it with him a little bit closer, and so does nicely out to the left, then takes a shot toward the goal. Oh, and Legoban has put himself there to finish it. That was a wonderful piece of polo by the Talandrakas team. Great play from Harriet, holding on to the ball, drawing the man, then making the pass. Jules was in the right place at the right time. It was a tricky shot at speed to get it under the neck, but great sign of things to come. Beautiful polo. Argentina, La Berta will take the hit from the back line. Matias Torres Zavaleta waits at the back. Juan Cruz Araja. Just giving his horse a little tune-up. Oviedo is there too. Some changing going on. Whether it was a free change or not, or whether they're changing horses, looks like Legoban is changing a stick. Perhaps he changed horse. I'm not sure if it was a free change. Perhaps that's what the Argentina team are discussing. Anyway, Jules Legoban, who I believe, am I correct? He won the tournament last year with Occitanie. Yes, confirmed. Jules Legoban, playing with the Zavaletas and Isabel last year, won this very tournament. This year he's teamed up with Talandrakas Normandy. Works very, very hard, both on and off the ball. Jules, the Frenchman. So from the back line again, Zavaleta goes left with the big under the neck shot to Araja. There's a foul there as they came in. Harriet came in to make the challenge. Yeah, I just snuck it around in front, I think. He was hoping he could get there before, but just half a second too late. So another hit from the halfway line. Bit of a stop-start game so far. With the La Berta team discussing the plan of action. Matias Torres Zavaleta, he's had 2 or 3 of these already. He's hit it first time. First time, nice drive. Look at that from Zavaleta. He's done that 3 times. Is he going to get some fruit from it this time? Again, not quite good defense from Talandrakis. It's not out of the woods yet, though. Good turn by Oviedo. Nicely done. Looks up, takes a swing at the goal, but the whistle had blown. Great shots from the halfway line, though. Matias Torres Zabaleta, 3 times in a row, he's just launched it right up into the danger zone. Well, if Normandy, looks like they're arguing with the ref. We've had 9 fouls already, and we're not even from Normandy, and we're not even past chukker 2. So they're going to really have to cut down on the fouls, Normandy. Just the 2 fouls by Argentina. Well, the penalty goes through that, and that takes him up to 3-1. So Normandy will have to work on those fouls. I believe in their first game there were quite a few fouls and maybe some yellow cards as well. So we'll line back up, and Argentina winning 3-1 versus Normandy. Here we go. Ball goes in. Leguban for Normandy. Can't quite pick it up. And it's Zavaleta, the 7-goaler on this little black horse again. He's broken away around the outside there. Nice play up into the danger zone. Stick is up in the air, but the backhand comes in well. Oviedo comes back to put it into play. Looking to go left, then right. Doesn't manage to get through the defense of Normandy. Guerrero. Round the outside. Santi Harriet taps it, trying to get round the front, but he can't. Leguban is well ridden by Oviedo behind, and that will give Araja time to turn it and slow things up. This game is starting to get going now as Araja forward and then kicks on to try and break away. He does break away nicely as well. Araja up through the middle of the field. Still, the Harriet is there in defense. This is a little bit scrappy again. Slightly rushed here. Yeah, a little bit too rushed, a little bit too scrappy and frantic. Started to open up that, but that will end chukker number 2. Well, it's been, like I said, a stop-start game. Far too many fouls from France Normandy. Chukker 2 ends with Argentina on 3, France Normandy on 1. Welcome back, Polo liners, for chukker number 3 here in the Polo Nations Cup. Second game of the tournament for these guys. We ended that play, or that chukker, with a foul there against Argentina and in favour of Normandy. So Normandy bring the ball in here with Guerrero. He sends one up nicely. Doesn't get quite that as the distance, but Legoban does well to turn back onto it. He's back on this big bay horse. Oh, and he's got a good little jump on him forward as well, and then opens up, tries to run around the outside. He has done too. This horse can run, and then sends it through Legoban. That's where he's so good, Legoban. He did that as well last year, but nice little horse. She just hopped off the mark there and burst around the corner as well. And Legoban so good getting down and getting those through the posts. Great goal for him, and an important one to get them back. Hopefully, for them start the floodgates. Back to a 1-goal game. Argentina lead. Here it goes again, back out of the line. Zavaleta leans out to try and pick it up. Legoban is in there with a little backhand though, but Harriet picks it up nicely. Harriet checks up to it, takes it out to the right. 2 people coming on him at the moment. Oviedo. Back onto it, Harriet now with the under the neck shot. Oh, right into the middle as well, but blocked well. Talandrakis again, they've got it still. They head up toward the goal. The pressure is relentless. Leaning out, trying now to get it round the goal. Here's Guerrero, I think, tucks it in as well. Nicely done. Well, they kept pushing, and Argentina were defending hard, but eventually Talandrakis too strong, and they sneak another one in. Good power play. Maybe Falaco Gastambide had a word with them, but they've come out well mounted and well prepared for this chukker. They're back to within 3 goals. 3 goals all, in the third. Ball goes in and out the back of the line out. Zavaleta sweeps in and takes it. Look at Legoban. He's worked so hard off the ball, marking the men, especially he's got that big bay horse. Looks like a gelding. He's got to clear the road here though, Legoban. Let Matthias hit that. Matthias will have to hit it or run. That's a nice shot up into the forward. It's a searching pass, but no one's there to pick it up just yet, and so it's cleared away by Guerrero again over the halfway line. Has a look behind him, finding some nice space here. Guerrero with another half swing right up into the middle, and he's got enough distance for the full swing. Doesn't get the shot he wanted, and go over the back line. Score remains 3 goals all. Now this chuck is starting to get going. Oh, hang on. 60. I missed it. Oh, I must have just clipped Zavaleta's stick on the way through that. Which means Talandrakis, after that breakaway, Guerrero on an absolute flyer. But Santi Harriet will take this penalty. Beautiful chestnut horse. Presumably in the Talandrakis organization. Can't guarantee. So from there, Harriet shoots. It's low and hard and gets stopped. Legoban's in there to try and finish it off. Gets a good little flick. He's good at that with the head down. Works hard like a terrier. The open backhand was a good effort, but it didn't go over. It may have come off a blue stick again there. I think it did. In which case we'd have another 60. No. Umpire drops the ball down as if to award a hit from the back line for Argentina. they'll be keen to clear it away. It's been in this danger zone for too long, as far as they're concerned. Whistle did the whistle did blow there. Moving this one up, blocking, or perhaps a technical. It was not during the not during play. It was before Zavaleta took the hit in. The whistle went, the hand went up from the umpire, and they've moved it from the back line up to the halfway line. 3 goals all. I think some frustration out there. Field's still looking absolutely immaculate. Zavaleta is back there with Oviedo, and he'll take the penalty from the midfield. Torres Zavaleta hits the fourth one in the row. Perfect shot right down into the danger zone. But again, the defense is strong from Normandy with the tail backhand out to the side. Harriet there goes to pick it up, turns it back in field. Behind him will be Guerrero. Guerrero sends it back to Harriet. He doesn't get too far. Guerrero's got it at the back again, though. Sends one up. Looking for Harriet, though. The defense is strong. Harriet can't get through. Torres Zavaleta manages to turn it and take control back again for Argentina. Has a look around to see what his options are. Tucks it in left. And then he's able to leave it. Nicely done for Araja. Araja takes it across back the other side of the field. This is clever Polo zigzagging across the way. Very difficult to defend against a team or a pair if they're working like that. Zavaleta's got it again, the 7-goaler. Remember, the other team is 3 4-goalers. Slow swing right down into the middle. Leguban takes the man and the ball. Nicely done, but the open is stopped here, and Harriet has a chance to tuck it and get rid of it. And there he does, out to the left. No, not a convincing clearance, and the backhand comes back in. The pressure's been on, this time for Argentina. And Talandrakis are on the back foot. Really swinging one way and the other this game. That shot didn't come off as he wanted. And it was picked up pretty well and finished off nicely. Good work. It's Juan Cruz Araja. Talandrakis on the back foot for some time. It's amazing how the momentum of this game have been swinging one way then the other. And Argentina had all the momentum, then pushing on. Talandrakis couldn't get it, couldn't release it. And the mistake happened, and it was well capitalized by Juan Cruz Araja, the 3-goaler for Argentina. So Argentina back into the lead, 4-3. Normandy, they didn't really leave a gap, but the ball went into play anyway. Well, and claiming the line there was Araja. I think they said, "Oh, we've had another whistle as well. That could have been a technical." I think they were blowing. And they've got themselves a penalty. And it may have been moved forward for the technical, that second whistle. Potentially. Martin Torres Zavaleta, very cool, calm-headed. Takes it from the back, from the penalty spot. Nice. From the walk, again, this time gets it in. extending their lead. So, Normandy, perhaps a little too hot-headed, making some mistakes, playing some beautiful polo, but playing equally erratic polo, shall we say. Argentina have stayed steady with the plan. They have to watch out here, breaking away straight away from the line-out. Here's Guerrero. Good defense, though, from Araja. Oviedo looks to get the backhand. And there's a whistle on the play. Very difficult to pick a team here in this game so far. Well, Oviedo came in. It may have been the similar foul as the one we just saw. Instead of going near side, he came in for the ride-off. Too late, as the player was already in the process of swinging. So you're going to ride off, you have to be before the swing starts. Otherwise, you're putting yourself, and more importantly, your horse in danger by riding underneath the swing. So we'll have a hit for Argentina, and the cool-headed Matias Torres Zavaleta sends another one of his bombs right down the field, and it's nicely done for Bruno up at the front, but he gets stopped and turned here by Guerrero. Guerrero leaves it there for Harriet, but Oviedo comes in for the steal. Nicely done by him as he sets up toward the goal. Doesn't get the under the next shot he wanted. He might get there first before he goes over the line to keep it in play, but it gets there before him. So, even game, but Argentina crept up into the lead toward the end there. They're leading with 5 goals against Normandy's 3. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Watching horses interact with each other is deeply moving. Their communication is filled with sensitivity. This inspired Standing Rock, with support from the HPA, to present a trophy to the season's most outstanding team, honoring the core values behind fair play and sportsmanship. It reflects a world where fair play isn't just a rule, but a promise we make to each other about respecting, supporting, and achieving together.
Argentines, I think, they play a key role in the British season. They are managers of clubs, they train teams, they are part of teams. Argentines, I think, they play a key role in the British season. They are managers of clubs, they train teams, they are part of teams.
Watching horses interact with each other is deeply moving. Their communication is filled with sensitivity. This inspired Standing Rock, with support from the HPA, to present a trophy to the season's most outstanding team, honouring the core values behind fair play and sportsmanship. It reflects a world where fair play isn't just a rule, but a promise we make to each other about respecting, supporting, and achieving together.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this game. So two more chukkers. Argentina versus Normandy. Argentina up by 2 goals, 5 goals to 3. Not a lot of goals, a lot of fouls we've had, especially from Normandy. Argentina have been pretty solid all the way, capitalizing on the chances they've had. They've missed a couple of chances as well, but they've played good, solid, steady polo. France, Normandy, playing some exciting stuff, but a little bit perhaps frantic. In fact, I can see the umpires laying down the law here a bit. Perhaps they're even telling them just to calm down slightly, explaining a few things. So in those first 3 chuggers, Normandy has fouled 12 times to Argentina's 3. That is a massive difference there. Way too many fouls by Normandy. If they can stop fouling, it'll change the game. So they've got the hit to bring the ball in. Juan Guerrero brings it in and takes it forward. Guerrero running onto that one. Oviedo came in for the near side backhand, but he would have crossed the line in the process. He probably could have made it if he'd kept his horse over to the right-hand side, but he just let her drift. You see, that was a lovely strike. Up forward there he came. Yeah, he just let the horse drift over. Came in at an angle. So up to the 60. Juan Guerrero will take it on this beautiful black horse. It's strong, and it's high, and it's straight. Great penalty. Juan Guerrero puts his team back within just 1 goal. Lovely strike of the ball. And a lovely horse. Back to the middle. There you go. Change ends. Umpire puts the ball into the middle and it's snapped up quickly there by Oviedo. He runs down the field. He's being hunted down by Harriet. Doesn't manage to hold on to it. The next man is going to be Torres. Still Matias trying to work his way through. He's going to try and get past Leguban, which is never going to be easy. He has got Araja in behind him. Takes a shot though. Torres out to the left, but only just. Argentina looking strong. 2 very good teams here. In fact, there are 10 very strong teams in this tournament. So Juan Guerrero plays it up to Santi Harriet. He's got a bit of space here. Oviedo will watch him. And then Harriet drives it down the field looking for a pink shirt. But the first one to get there will be Araja. Araja for Argentina turns it back inside. Zavaleta. Torres Zavaleta waits behind him if needed. Araja still thinks he can go himself. And he has done. Still got hold of it. Oh, he just clipped that one and lost it to Leguban, who's picked it up well. Leguban doing some work with Araja, but Araja comes out the better with it and sends it out into the space to Matias Torres Zavaleta, the 7-goaler. the captain of the team. Nice drive. Man, he's hit some good shots down the field. That one's gone up to Oviedo, who's done well to pick it up and slip past his man, Harriet. Oviedo's looking good here, right in front of the goal, and that's awesome. Absolutely brilliant goal there. Well done to the team. Argentina, great pass. He's been so reliable at the back there. Matias Torres Zavaleta with those drives up forward, and then Oviedo is very good at breaking away and finding the space. Managed to pick up a difficult ball as well there. Then get past Harriet and score the goals. It was a good finish. He had a lot of work to do, Oviedo, and he did it well. 6-4. Argentina back in the lead. They did win their first game, Argentina, beating Italy. Matias Zavaleta sends it up to the front. There is a man free up at the front too. That's Araja. One Cruz Araja has a shot from here. Oh, it's a deflection, and it's not allowed to hit a horse like that. He'll claim that the rider rode in front of him, but he'll apologize. That's a nice sportsmanship. Give high fives. No one wants a horse to get hit. Absolute accident, of course. The umpires will give the penalty they see fit. So Argentina looking very strong in this tournament, having won their first game against Italy 8-5. Looking good here, but fouling, like we've said, the Talon Jackers Normandy guys, just too much. And that's what's letting them down. Anyway, they've got the ball this time, and they've hit the ball down the ground there. Harriet. And he does well because he's managed to find Guerrero. Guerrero clips it forward, but not the big one he was looking at. Harriet swung in nicely to pick that ball up, though. Legoban's not too far in front if he can get the pass. He's got Guerrero also going forward for the pass now. And then there it is, into the middle. Is there a grey shirt, pink and grey shirt, who can come around and pick it up? Looks like the blue shirts are claiming the line. And Araja plays a good backhand for Argentina. Onto it quickly is Oviedo. He's so good at that, just breaking away. You blink and you miss him, Oviedo. Looking to try and beat this man here, but I don't think he's going to get very far. Guerrero's got the best of him and eventually manages to stop him. Next one onto the ball will be Harriet. He has a look around. He's able to leave it for Guerrero, who can come forward. He'll have a look back and leave it then for Harriet. First time back to Guerrero. This is smart 1-2 Polo here. Very nice. That was quality from the 2 4-goalers. Coming forward with a massive half swing from Guerrero up to Harriet. And this is good stuff. This could be goal of the day so far. If Jules can only finish it from there, a lot of angle. Spins the horse around and takes it through across the front of the goal. And Zavaleta still has to play it and take it away. Wow, this is getting exciting now. Zavaleta brings on the counter-attack. He knows Jules is behind him, so he's got a bit of space here. Eventually, well, he's the first one back onto the missed ball. He'll probably want to unleash one of his trademark drives. That's a nicely timed shot, but it's been intercepted nicely there from Guerrero. He'll stop with the ball on the boards as Araja comes up to challenge him. He'll tuck it inside and head toward the goal. Guerrero head down, leans forward, tries to get it past. Araja has done so far as well. Takes it very nicely over to the near side. Backhand shot it toward the goal. Oh, it would have been nice, wouldn't it? Would have been really nice. Great effort there from Guerrero. He's feeling some confidence here. Nice little black horse. They did a lot for him, that chukker. We heard a whistle there with 1 minute 50 left to go in the penultimate chukker. One more chukker after this. Zavaleta. Torres Zavaleta for Argentina. He's played some polo in Dubai. I've seen him play there, working for the bin drive. Having a little discussion with the umpire here, clearing a couple of things up. I'm not sure what's going on. Perhaps somebody's changing. Oh, yeah, we're just having one Cruz Araja changing horse, just making sure that one is okay. And he'll hop on a fresh one. Here, deep into the fourth chukker. Just 2 goals in it. And we know with these breakaways that are happening and the long passes, anything can happen. 2 goals doesn't take long in the game of polo. Big ride off coming in there from Harriet. And he's collect the ball as well. How did he manage that? Amazing play from him. And he's taking it round back toward the goal. This is incredible. Fiery stuff from Harriet. Near side, under the neck, shot at the goal. And that was pretty to watch. Wow. He came in like a wrecking ball on that horse with a big ride-off. And that was impressive skills, I must say, to take it around on the offside and then near side under the neck shot. That'll be a highlight for sure. Boom. Lovely. And we're back in, and it's 6 goals all. Wow, what a turnaround there. And that looks like we're going to end chukker number 4. Or we're going to get one more play. Yes, we do. 6 goals all. We're going to go into the last, and we've got a game on our hands. 1 Cruiser Raja here for Argentina. The Carmagnac team, Talondrakkers Normandy, have fought hard, scored a couple of quick goals, and pulled it back to 6 goals all. Zavaleta. Mati Torres Zavaleta trying to find the space. Oh, look at this. Great skills from the 7-goaler. Didn't manage to get through the 4-goalers. So that will end chukker number 4 with an exciting start to the last chukker. France and Normandy have had a little surge at the end. Now on 6. Argentina on 6. We'll be back in just a minute. I think usually 15 of September or around there, yeah. Do you think the Starlink internet will be faster than this? I'm now in the office, yeah, with her husband who works in IT and he has his office here.
Siempre lo digo cuando vengo a España, ¿no? Es un lugar para hacer mucho más que un mes.
Yeah. But it's still, for me, it's still very difficult because it's blurry. Yeah.
Vous savez pourquoi j'aime vivre ici?
Okay.
Parce que j'aime ses habitants. J'aime les soutenir avec mon livret. Et j'aime donner 1 euro chaque mois à un projet et voir ma banque en donner autant. J'aime voir s'élever les nouvelles entreprises près de chez moi. J'aime voir arriver à la maturité les initiatives locales qui nous régalent. J'aime voir que l'on prend soin des êtres qui nous sont chers. Des solutions concrètes et solidaires existent pour soutenir ceux qui se mobilisent près de chez moi. J'aime mon territoire.
Welcome back, Polo liners, and here we are in the very last chukker with the scores 6 goals to all. This game is coming alive right at the end here. Had a whistle there at the end of the fourth. There you can see how the scoreline has been going. Not many goals, even with all the fouls. And the momentum's really been swinging from one team to the other. Just at the end there, France-Normandy certainly had a power play. He got those 2 quick goals, bringing it back to 6 goals all. Umpires seem to be having another chat with the players here. Our social media is Polo Line OK. For Instagram, Facebook is Polo Line INT, and YouTube Polo Line TV. Looks like a beautiful day in Chantilly. So, Edouard Carmignac chatting with the umpire. He's lining up at number 1 for Normandy. Bruno will line up opposite him, and here we go. Ball stops at the number 1s, but Legoban pounces on that so quickly, takes it out into the space, looking over his left and right shoulder before checking up and playing it up toward the boards. He's under some pressure here with, but he just turns away from the danger, but perhaps he turned in front of Oviedo, who was coming down the line. It was a nice idea. He was trying to Yeah, so he's got himself a penalty, Zavaleta. After Legoban was peeling away from him, just pulled in front of the opposition again. He's put another, whoa, this time a little bit too much, and it's gone out to the left. But those torpedoes of Matias Torres Zavaleta have been crucial this game. Okay, so Normandy will take it in from the back line with Harriet and Guerrero. Guerrero holds on to the ball as Harriet runs forward. Guerrero then drives a big shot down in toward the middle, trying to run onto it. Is Harriet. He's under some pressure from Oviedo. Oviedo manages to hold on and get that flick open backhand, but it's been met beautifully here by Guerrero. Guerrero comes through like a wrecking ball out to the left-hand side, not managing to get the angle. And another whistle. They do just look a little bit rushed, the Argentina team. I think Legoban may have had to go over to the near side there. Again, riding underneath the swing. Torres Zavaleta sends it out to the left to Araja. Araja stops, brings it back into the middle, and sends it into the middle as Zavaleta comes running through the middle. That is wonderful 1-2 Polo. Zavaleta gets away from Legoban, but not far. Legoban breathing down his neck. He manages to bring it back in the field, feigns to go right, then goes left, then heads toward the goal. Torres Zavaleta, this is looking really, really smart from the Argentine team. He's coming forward toward the goal. Oh, he's picked up it on the way through and tucked it in. Oh, my word. What a goal from Matias Torres Zavaleta on a great horse. He made that work from the boards. Did some great work with Juan Cruz Araja, the old 1-2. He then had to beat Legoban and another one on his way in through. Wow. Bringing it out when needed. And there he is. Matias Torres Zavaleta has been so reliable and so good this game. He leads, or they lead by 1, winning the line out there. was Bruno. And now Zavaleta running through. He's on fire here. Zavaleta, can he get past the last man? He leaves it there for Oviedo, but the defense comes in a little bit frantically, but a big backhand does come in for Normandy. Running onto it, Araja tries to send it back into the middle. Coming through and picking it up is Oviedo. He's done quite well there to find himself some space. Harriet will come and try and get the ride off. And I believe it's the same foul again. Potentially had to go to near side or ride off before he got to the ball and ended up riding over the swing. I think that's what they're going to blow Harriet for doing. Coming in here. We shall see. Again, Normandy looking a little bit. So 8-6 now. Argentina lead with 4 minutes 23. Talandrakis. Normandy have a lot of work to do. 2 goals though. They've got plenty of time to do so. A couple of careless fouls from Argentina would be enough. Guerrero looking to do something special on his own, but he gets stopped by Zavaleta. Harriet picks up the loose ball around the outside, in the air, taps it in. That's a nice one to watch as well. Great finish from Harriet in the air, back to within 1 goal in the very last chukker. This is getting very, very exciting. Good work there. Guerrero working hard. And Harriet, well, someone was snoozing. They weren't marking him. He snuck around, found that space, and then taps it in the air. Beautiful finish. Great eye for the ball, the young lad. So we're back to the middle. And it's 7-8 with half a chukker to go. Zavaleta the line out and takes it out to the side for Argentina. They lead, but only by 1. Leguban stays with them to get the pressure on. There's this torpedo up into the danger zone. It's good. Oviedo's got a chance with a big run. Gets beaten there by Harriet. He gets a small backhand. And it's it's been picked up, though, the backhand by Araja. Araja able to leave it for Oviedo. Oviedo was claiming the line there. I think it was Harriet, or it was perhaps Guerrero, in the middle, trying to make a play. Getting slightly frantic there. He couldn't get out of the way, Guerrero. Found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oviedo looked to jump straight onto the line. So another foul. I mean, Normandy, they're just swimming upstream, giving away all these penalties throughout the game. They're playing some great polo, but it's just followed by penalty after penalty. Or foul after foul. And Zavaleta will take this, I imagine, from his usual method, just walking up and then a basic full swing through the goal. And this one goes nicely in. And we're back to a 2-goal game with Argentina stretching up 9 goals to 7. Torres, so cool-headed, playing brilliantly in this tournament. Perhaps that's the difference, with the higher goal player able to stay cool and organize the team versus perhaps a more spread out team of lower goal players. Leguban breaks away. Fiery player he is. Leguban can't quite pick that one up. 90 seconds of Polo and 2 goals to get. So if Argentina are smart here, they should just be able to hold them at bay. Zavaleta looking for some space across the middle of the field under some pressure from Harriet. Zavaleta holds on to it, tucks it, waits. He's taking his time. He won't mind the clock ticking, and then he'll send up a little clip forward. Not the big one, but it was a perfect little blast there up to Juan Cruz. Nicely done. Araja sends it up forward once more, looking for Bruno. Bruno is up at the front too. This is good, Polo. It will be the final nail in the coffin, but it's out to the left, but still, job done. It took a long time to get the ball down that side, and that's the side they wanted for the final 45 or so seconds left of the game. Take him as quickly as he can. Guerrero trying to go for a run himself. I think he's keen to get those 2 goals. They will never give up. Harriet neither. He was desperate to come back around onto that one. He leant out and got it. They blew the whistle. He then turned to the umpire, and who knows what he said. But we heard the whistle again, presumably giving away a technical. So Talandrakis, Normandy, hot-headed, shall we say, moments of brilliance, but let themselves down with far too many fouls. Argentina, La Berta, have been very cool, calm, calculated, steady along the way. Matias Torres Zavaleta, I think, has played fantastically well as the back and controlling the game. Never looking rushed, and those passes up to the front have been instrumental. Juan Cruz Araja has done a lot of work with the ball. And the man, Oviedo, again, also a lot of work. Those two, Oviedo and Araja, working very, very hard for Zavaleta. And Bruno up at the front, very, very well positioned. He stretched them out early on and meant that the Talandrakis could never leave the back door open, because Bruno would be very capable of taking it down the ground and scoring. So 2 strong teams, different in styles. And Zavaleta, the mastermind of Argentina, has hit that. Cool, calm, collected, in walk, taking them into double figures now, 10 goals to 7. And that could well be the last shot of the day. But the game will certainly go to Argentina. Talandrakis have now lost 2 from 2. Still a chance for the subsidiary, I'm sure. And Argentina have won 2 from 2. So they will have their eyes very strongly on that beautiful, tall, elegant, prestigious Polo Nations Cup, as they'll be keen to qualify for the main semis. There we can have a look. Argentina, very steady all the way through. France, Normandy. So smiles all around for the Argentina La Berta team. Here are some of the best goals. That was an early one. I think it might have been Harriet. This is Leguban breaking away. This was a very good goal. He got a good ride off, a good steal, and ran it round on that big bay horse. Good goal for Leguban. Up at the front here, Oviedo receiving a beautiful pass from Matias Torres Zavaleta, I believe. Harriet scored a couple of beauties toward the end here. And here's the last one coming through. That was Torres Zavaleta. He scored a couple very quickly there. Changed the game just when he needed. That guy stepped up to the plate and scored a goal, and he was very calm with a lot of those penalties. Argentina with a win, 10-7. France, Normandy scored 6 of their 7 goals from field goals. Argentina only had to score 4 field goals. Throw-ins. Well, Argentina did win most of the throw-ins. Now, that's the big one. Look at that. You don't often see such a difference, but 18 fouls from France, Normandy to Argentina's 5. That's very tidy polo indeed from Argentina and very messy from France, Normandy, and that's really what this game came down to. Penalties were 1 out of 2 from Normandy. Argentina got 6 out of the 7. Mati Torres Zavaleta hitting those very well indeed today. But yeah, 2 very, very different teams indeed. And this game and this tournament gets more and more interesting every single day. Do tune in tomorrow. I believe we start at 10 o'clock, where we continue.